Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Sneak Peek. So I'm David.
And I'm Brian. So on today's episode, we have a guest with us today, a very special guest. All you guys out there will be very happy. We finally have our first female guest on. Yay! So without further ado,
Shall we welcome her?
cue the Sailor Moon entry. Here we are, our first guest! Ooh, chobu, chobu! You go, man. Go away lah, not you lah!
So shall we officially welcome the
Yeah.
proper guest? The official first female guest.
Hey!
This one children, just now that one.
Yeah. Which one you like more? You like the guy or
Botak.
you like this one? Yeah, so on this week's episode, we have Cleo here.
Okay, they can't see me smiling. Hi.
Yeah.
Okay, hi, I'm Cleo. I'm 18 this year, and I'm also a first year biomedical science student.
So very young.
Yeah.
And so Cleo is actually staff of our very good friends and competitors, Exit Co. So we brought her on today because we want to just
Get a
reach
female-
out to more like the female audience. I know out there are a lot of like females who are very skeptical or like being quite afraid of trying to get into the hype community, the hype scene or the streetwear scene. So we brought on like a hype bae for her to share her experiences and hopefully help you guys out. So for the shoe review of this episode, we'll be reviewing something that is very in trend and very closely knitted to the hype bae community. We'll actually be reviewing, we'll be reviewing Air Jordan 1 mids,
The GS lah.
the
GSs.
yeah. Grade school sizes. The reason why we are reviewing these silhouettes, the Air Jordan 1 mid grade school sizes for the general release pairs, as we talked about, I think previously we talked about general release pairs with Dexter as well, and how there's a increasing demand. Grade school sizes are basically sizes that are made in like very small for like grade schoolers.
That's why you will see the US, maybe 6.5, but you have the
Yeah,
Y.
so your Y, so that is grade school sizes, and like
The cutting is different.
yeah,
Yeah.
cotton is different.
Yeah. It caters more to like the smaller
Yeah, yeah.
sizes, like girls with smaller
Yeah.
feet.
As of recent, it's very popular amongst the females because a lot of influence from like TikTok stars, right? Instagram, Douyin shows like all the female influencers wearing these. The color blocking on these mid cuttings, I mean the color blocking is very nice generally. So this is what we call the Chicago white toe or white heel. Basically, it's pretty much a whole Chicago colorway except the heel is white instead of black, and therefore it's really striking lah. People also like it. And here we have the shadow mid or like a smoke grey mid lah, you can call it as well.
Or the only difference that I know for this mid cut, I don't think it's female sneakerheads mine, but the logo here lah. Because if you see from the high cut one,
Yeah.
the logo here is actually Nike Air.
Nike Air, Nike
I know some like very hardcore sneakerheads will be very anal about it because they like the Nike Air.
Yes.
But for mids and GS pairs, they actually just have the Jordan Jumpman logo.
Yeah.
But I don't think it affects for your
Yeah,
right.
I don't
No.
Because when you wear
Yeah.
it, you can't really
Correct.
see it as well.
The only difference I know is the height is different.
Yeah.
lah. So,
So-
it's a mid,
Yeah, so what
slightly lower.
Yeah. So what Cleo is saying is that the cutting of the shoe is different. So there's a difference between the mid and the high. So a high top, this is the Air Jordan 1 high. And we have the mid cuts here. So there's a very slight difference. But the truth is, do you think on feet you guys can tell a difference?
No,
No, right?
not at all.
Yeah. And the price difference between the two is also very great. That is why more females opt for the mid version as well. Because you know they don't really know anything, they want to start. So
But you know, there's a thing. Not all high cuts will look good on every girl.
true.
Yeah.
Why is that?
That's
Why
why.
is that?
Because it's also the shape of the legs lah.
Shape of the legs.
Yeah, it's like some girls, right, who really like to accentuate their long legs, like girls with long legs, right?
Yeah.
They tend to avoid higher cuts. For me, I will do that lah because it makes the legs look shorter.
So you definitely
Yeah.
want to go for like a mid cut, so
A
you
low
make
cut,
your
yeah.
low cut, so you make your
Leg look longer.
leg look
Yeah,
longer.
but some girls they like
Tips.
it.
If I see a female wearing like a Jordan on the street, I'll
It's
be
very eye
like,
catching.
eye catching. It's very eye
Yeah.
catching for one. Yeah, you look at you'll be like, hey, wow, this fella knows her stuff. You know what I mean?
This fella.
Okay, okay, okay. I mean this lady. In all, the Air Jordan 1 mid, would you say, as a female, it's a very good entry shoe
Yeah, of course.
into
It
the
is.
the streetwear scene? So-
Because it's a mid, it's not too high and it's also
Yeah.
not too low.
and the price point also.
Yeah, the
Yes.
price point.
It's
Price
a
point
very
is
big
very
difference.
important.
Yeah. So like for example, you have a similar color blocking. This is the high. This will cost you like like 800 plus.
Yeah.
As compared to this right now, a lot more reasonable at about $200-300.
Yeah, especially if you're young and you don't
Young.
have a full-time job. Yeah, maybe this will be a very good pair to start with.
Yeah.
And red is also not very difficult to pair with. Like, can go with almost everything.
A lot of people associate the red and white as classic Jordan colors lah. So
Yeah.
Chicago colors. So good. Recommend? Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Food King good. Do your CWO.
But I personally won't wear it, you know.
Why?
That's the thing.
Cause you're a hypebeast.
No!
Cause
I'm more of a dunks person.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm more of a dunks person.
Okay, show us what you're wearing on your feet now.
Okay.
Wow.
Cannot see.
Yeah, she's wearing the St. John
my
break
pair is
dance.
very jacked up.
But then again, Cleo is like a seasoned hypebeast, so
No.
she's going for like the higher tier stuff. So
I don't wear things that are too basic.
hey, are you trying to give advice here, or are you trying to like throw shit?
No, as in like,
No, I'm kidding by that.
at the beginning, everybody starts off basic, what?
Yeah, everybody starts with basic.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so start off basic. As you go along the way, you find upgrades
Yeah.
here and there as
For
you
sure.
immerse yourself in the culture, right?
So we come to the third segment of the day, which is the topic of the day.
Yep.
So with Cleo here, obviously this topic will be revolving around HYPEBAEs.
Yep.
Yes. This is basically a Q&A lah for us to know the female hypebeast.
Yeah, I mean, just we want to bring someone on board here who has been through the learning, immersing herself in the whole culture, and then just share her experience lah, and hopefully give some tips about for any budding female person that is that is interested in knowing more. Yeah. So how and when do you get started in this whole
I
streetwear
think
culture?
officially, like when I got to know about streetwear,
Yeah.
was back in 2017 when I was like 15.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
very,
very young,
I was
man.
like it's late 2017.
Okay.
And then the whole of 2018, I just didn't care.
But
Until
how do you get
Oh, some guy.
Okay.
some guy?
Some guy.
Yeah, some guy was like telling me about the different brands. I think at that time,
Oh.
correct.
Oh, really? So you got influence from
Yeah, it was
someone, from a
influenced
guy lah.
by, it was
Yeah.
all influenced by guys. Because it was not very prominent among
so
girls.
guys are influential lah, right? Yeah.
In this scene, yes.
In this scene,
yes.
yeah.
It's like y'all play a huge part.
Yeah,
So,
cool.
then after that, I didn't pay much attention to streetwear until I joined Exit. But it was always like a lingering
I thought you
my
said
God.
you love Exit. I love you. Yeah, I love Exit.
It was always like lingering at the back of my mind. Like, I want to own this, but I never really did anything to go and
Okay.
own it, try to own it, you know?
Because it was cost a factor as well.
Yeah, it was too expensive, and then also like it's a bit ridiculous lah, the price at my
Yeah,
stage.
true.
16.
I mean, back then you didn't think that you would spend so much on
Yeah.
a shoe, right? Yeah. But
It's
now that
like-
you're in it, it's different.
Exactly,
It's
it's
worth.
like I would tell myself, no lah, I would never spend like $80 on a shirt. And then
Now
now I'm
you
like
spend $800
spending,
on a
yeah,
shirt.
exactly.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
but then I got my first so-called hype item in 2018.
Which is?
Which is what?
It's a Babe woman's shirt.
Babe.
Yeah, back when I went to Japan.
And then?
I still have it. It's like one of my most sentimental pieces.
Nice.
It's like the one that opened the doors. I'm still into it though, Babe.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool as
Yeah.
well.
Then I joined Exit,
Yeah.
and then I got to learn about the brands, even
Yes.
like and the shoes.
Fantastic. How did you join? So how do you come?
Oh,
across
actually,
Exit?
how I joined Exit is a very funny story. So like my mom's store is also at Orchard Plaza.
Oh.
So yeah, at the third floor. Then
Okay.
Exit has a fifth floor. Then I was going up because my mom has another store at the fifth floor also. So I went up to the fifth floor. I was like, this place looks quite cool.
Cool.
So at that time, I just quit my job. So I was looking for another job. And then my mom said, why don't you go and try at the store upstairs? So I did. I went and sent a DM. By the way, I sent a DM to Conformity first.
No, you never email us.
Okay, sorry, but
Email us.
damn
I was
it.
supposed to
She was
email
supposed
Darren
to be the
also.
host here.
Okay, then I DM Darren, which is my boss, and then he asked me to come down for interview.
God damn.
And coincidentally, my previous boss is one of Darren's good friends.
Oh, okay.
So that was how I got hired.
Okay, cool.
So how would you describe your own personal style?
Comfort is the best policy.
Comfort is the best
I
policy.
really do not like to wear clothes that make me feel very like uncomfortable. That's why you always see me in baggy clothes. Like if you drop by Exit, right, you always see me in like oversized
Which is good also
pants.
because that's the trend now lah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
trend now
okay.
also. But I mean, most people like they don't really like it lah.
I mean, okay lah.
It's okay. It's like starting to be a bigger thing now.
Oh yes.
But I mean, among the older generation, it's like, why do you look like
Older generation like
Yeah.
us, we are the older generation.
God.
Usually we are the younger generation. So your style do you like discover yourself? Like, how do you discover it? Through like online influencers or like,
Yeah.
mostly online influencers?
Mostly. And it's also because like I kind of experimented myself as well. See, the thing about buying clothes for a girl, right? There are so many different options.
Yeah,
so many different
I agree.
types, so many different like material. It's like you really need to go through each and every one of them to find out like what is really best for you, what you like. And of course inspiration works. Inspiration is like a really big...
So do you use a lot of TikTok?
Oh no, I'm not a TikTok already.
I'm
not a TikTok. I don't know. Pinterest.
Pinterest,
yeah. Pinterest
That's
really,
like damn old school
Yeah, I love Pinterest.
You find hype streetwear influencers from Pinterest?
Yeah.
What?
I don't follow like hype streetwear. I just go on Pinterest and I search like streetwear. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
It's like it helps me the most. And I have one friend who's staff at DSM. She's like my fashion icon. Yeah, really like she was the one who gave me this advice, like accessorize.
DSM backdoor. I mean, no.
She said to accessorize.
Accessorize, okay. Yeah.
Accessorize is one of like wearing accessory. I don't wear a lot of accessory
I also don't. But then I think females. I mean, we start having more accessories.
We think to be sponsored for your Cuban links.
Hey, okay lah.
See how he avoided the topic.
Okay lah, sponsor you.
But yeah, and then maybe shoes. Shoes is also very important.
Yeah.
It's like you can wear the most basic outfit, right? But
and
if your shoes is different, it's like your whole outfit is different.
So like, what are some of your favorite brands off the top of your head? What are your favorite brands that you own or you want to own?
I want to own Dior.
Oh, that's like Lux already
Yeah.
Wow, you totally skip the bloody. It's like you just skip all the level. This is not good advice,
Yeah,
people cannot follow you,
Because I'm still learning, so I only know about the bigger brands. But
So
then
you're more Lux
yeah, I'm more on the higher end side. But I cannot afford lah. I really cannot afford. So there's Ambush.
Yeah,
Ambush
okay.
is like one of
yes.
like top of the wish list now.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Then how about some of the brands that you own?
Babe.
Babe.
That's all.
Okay.
This is the thing. I actually had a Balenciaga shirt,
Oh.
but it was fake.
Oh. Maybe same fake also.
No, it's the racer tee, the one that had a speedometer on it. I don't know if you know. Yeah.
So that one you got it from?
Someone.
Carousel lah.
No, it wasn't Carousel. It was like from a person.
So you didn't do any legit checks for it lah?
No, I
Sell fake,
trusted.
You trusted?
He sell a lot of fakes.
Maybe it's not Kunihan, Brian.
The thing is, he didn't just sell like Balenciaga. It was like Palm Angels.
All fake lah.
And then I found it so embarrassing on myself because I work at Z, right? I handle all these like stuff, but the packaging was completely different.
Okay.
And I didn't notice. I completely
You get a refund?
no.
Who's the person? Do we know him?
Yeah.
So what do you think of the female streetwear culture in Singapore?
It's not as advanced as the male.
Advanced.
It's not as advanced for sure, but it's getting somewhere.
Yeah.
It's getting somewhere for sure. It's like now when I work at Exit, right? It's like I see people really upping their fashion game.
Females lah in
Yeah,
particular.
really.
Yeah.
It's like they start to wear more sneakers.
Yeah,
They start to wear more like baggy clothes.
Money sizes are like the small ones.
Yes,
Yeah.
the base sizes.
Yeah.
Very expensive. But if you have the money, you afford it. But make sure you don't like starve just so that you can afford it lah. Been there, done that.
Yeah. I mean, you are not a true sneakerhead until you make some
Yeah.
questionable financial decisions.
Yeah. I mean, like just to add on a point, right? I think it's really improving because right now the smaller sizes for certain sneakers are going at a way higher price. So you have like the PMOs. These ones go like at least $100+ more than the men's sizes. You got certain Jordan 1 models that are specifically made for like the female as well. Base size Yeezys also. And just in general, smaller size shoes are more expensive lah. That goes to show that really there's a lot more demand for them, I guess.
And I think social media definitely plays like a very big part in it lah. Because now,
Douyin,
maybe girls get their fashion inspiration from
all the China people lah, all the China girls lah.
And that's why they are more willing to invest in like all these higher end brands and start to style themselves up. I guess,
Yeah. Okay, so final closing statement out there for all those females who are watching this, who are curious, who like don't know how to start. Like, what advice do you have for them?
This getting into streetwear, right, is a whole process. It's really not easy. Like I said just now, you have to really go through every style, every article of clothing to see like what fits and what is not good for you. That kind of thing, like just to know yourself and also,
Yeah lah.
But
So
then
just take it easy lah.
Yeah,
basically.
take it easy. and don't stress about it.
Don't
The
stress
more
about
you
it.
try to keep up, it really impacts your confidence also.
Okay.
Yeah, don't work too hard for it.
Don't-
it's okay.
don't work
it's
too hard
okay.
for it.
It's okay if you are like behind. It doesn't matter. All these trends, right? They will die eventually. But you know, you can just like bring it back.
Okay, so we've come to the end of the episode. Well, I thank Cleo for coming on board. She's shared a lot of insights, a lot of tips and tricks for any budding female streetwear enthusiast that wants to come into the scene as well. It is not very hard, right? It's not scary, right?
A bit lah.
A bit scary
You might
lah.
be intimidated by like those who are already up there.
Yeah, but don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
don't-
we are here to help you.
Yes, come to Conformity. We
Yeah.
will definitely help you.
Exit, they don't care one. they
It's okay. I'll help you. I'll help you.
Conformity, I'll help you.
Exit
Come.
don't care one, just
Find me,
come
find
here.
me.
Okay, I'll help you. Okay, see you next week. Bye bye.